Hello, everyone. My name is June Cabales. I am a first generation queer Filipino American, and I am currently a senior associate in private practice under Mona Clausing. I have been in the field for about 3 years now, primarily working with LGBTQIA folk and their families. I had a lot of my training working with littles on site and in home as a kind of a school-based therapist, and I also worked at a drop-in center serving homeless and at-risk queer youth as a case manager and also as a therapist. Since I've transitioned to private practice, I've worked with like a much broader community of folks, but my passion has always been working with the QT plus community, especially people of color and families of like mixed immigrant status. And so I try as much as I can to stay close to those passions in other work that I do, like this conference and these presentations. So thank you for having me. What got me into the topic that I'm presenting on is has a lot to do with just how I identify and what my kind of background is. Identifying myself as a queer Filipino American of a first generation immigrant, with my parents having moved here and myself being born here in the States. Growing up, I didn't really have a lot of access to resources and support in understanding myself or the world around me, really, or how I kind of fit into relationships with others. And so that's kind of what drives my passion to continue to be a part of conversations like this and to present on topics like this, is to kind of provide access to resources that I wish I had when I was growing up. So that's kind of what drove me to the topic that I'm presenting. I think it's something that is just really integral to how I practice and the kind of work that I want to do. For sure, a foundational knowledge and understanding of gender and sexuality as a spectrum. But I also hope people walk away with just an openness and a curiosity to be vulnerable with their children and their families about understanding their experiences in those parts of their lives. And I hope that the presentation that I have can help like demystify and destigmatize some of these topics, so that it can be, I don't know, maybe a part of a more comfortable and open continuing dialogue that they have with others. And yeah, really just kind of help people to feel empowered and like they're, well resourced in having those conversations. Not necessarily that they know everything, but that they can take on a conversation that maybe they don't know something about. I also really wanted to focus this year in talking about the QTIA plus part of our community. I really wanted to bring attention to people of color and intersectionality in people's experiences as part of that community. And I also wanted to talk about the spectrum of affectional or romantic orientation as well. Especially as it relates to like dating and relationships, and support families in navigating online spaces together. I'm talking like social media, the internet, yeah, Twitter, that kind of thing. And so hopefully they walk away with that. I would say the thing I'm most excited for with this conference is coming together with people and being in community with people who are really interested in being a part of a conversation around sex and family therapy and mental health. I think that, especially in the last couple of years and kind of the nature of my work now as like a primarily telehealth therapist, it gets kind of lonely, and opportunities to be with people and to be in conversation can sometimes feel limited. And so I'm really excited to just be with everyone who's presenting, be with everyone who's attending, and feel a part of like conversations that are driving some ideas forward. So yeah, there's a couple lectures too that I'm excited about, and so I'm gonna be right there attending with all of y'all.